There's a huge opportunity to take long-form content like this and then chop it up into TikToks, Reels, and Shorts. Most creators are not doing this. Most people have no idea this is even an opportunity. And once you begin to understand how this works, some of you are gonna make a lot of money doing this.
All right, I got a confession. I am paying around $5,000 a month to have people repurpose my content. Earlier this year on our channel, we started working with someone, aka Josh, who repurposes all of our content we've already shot for YouTube and turns them into short clips for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And some of these clips are getting millions of views without me or any of us having to do extra work.
Well, that's what someone I know called Josh does. The idea came to him while he was at Vid Summit. He was in a room with a variety of influencers when suddenly a light bulb went off in his head. He didn't have to create his own content. He just took existing videos and remixed them for YouTubers that wanted to post short form content, giving his clients the ability to reach much wider audiences without actually producing any new content themselves. Josh later went on to hire team members so that he could serve more clients and increase his income.
We posted a few clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts without thinking anything of it, and all of this has got millions of views. So I'm back at it again today because evidently a lot of people out there just like these videos.
Is that social media money? Yeah, this one right here. Oh, yeah. I was cleared, I can talk about it. That is, I pay this guy to clip up our YouTube videos, our podcasts into TikToks. And
good return on that?
Yes, like definitely.
We got this guy, Josh, who's editing our shorts right now.
So he is full-time?
He has multiple clients.
On another client?
Probably.
Or are you trying to hire him full-time? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna fight over Josh?
Yo, no need to fight, I got you guys covered. Hi, my name is Josh. I'm the founder of Social Media Money. And in this video, I'm gonna be sharing a speech I had at UC Riverside, where I break down my entire story and how I was able to build a short form content marketing agency. And be sure to stick to the end of the video in case you have any questions. And with that said, today, we're gonna be talking about how I make $350,000 a year making TikToks. The story begins when I was at CBU. As a marketing major myself, I just wanted to get experience so that when I graduated, I could get like a good job. Basically what happened was I went to my marketing professor and I was like, hey, professor, what do you see up and coming within marketing so that when I graduate, it'll be like an awesome opportunity? And his response was social media. So my marketing professor, he actually had a kayak business on the side of being a professor. He was like, for example, like with my kayak business, we don't have anyone to do our social media. And so I was like, hey, could I do your social media? And he was like, sure, why not? So the first experience I got was with my own professor running his kayak business. And that lasted about a month because I then was working with these guys, Lonzo Ball. He was drafted from the Lakers. Anyone heard of Lonzo Ball? Lakers? Yeah, cool. So I was running a social media account for this guy, Lonzo Ball. Back when they made like a league around LaMelo Ball and Jello Ball, I was pretty much like posting all the Instagrams, all the tweets, the Facebook, doing all that. And it was a ton of fun. And then once I got that under my belt, it was easy to kind of like continue getting like more and more experience within social media. So then I was running a artist on social. His name's Kixerdamus. So essentially he was a shoe designer for NBA players. He's made shoes for like Russell Westbrook and like James Harden and stuff. So these shoes here specifically were for the Autism Awareness Night for the NBA. So there was a player on the Utah Jazz, his name was Joe Ingles. His son had autism, so the NBA wanted to do like a special thing and kind of like, raise awareness for autism awareness. And all of these shoes were like, they were all auctioned off, and all of the proceeds went to an autism awareness charity. During this campaign, we were literally like posting it on my clients' accounts and then sending all these photos of these shoes to all the NBA players so they can post, to the Utah Jazz so they can post. It got featured on like ESPN and all that stuff, and I think they raised like over $1 million or something for charity for autism awareness, so that was a lot of fun. And then after that, I worked with this guy named Garyvee. Genuine question here, who actually knows Garyvee? Who's heard of Garyvee? Okay, so a few people have heard of Garyvee, cool, that's great. So this was my senior year of college at this point now, kind of started like as a sophomore doing all this stuff. So Garyvee at the time was like the kind of guy in the like marketing world. So my approach was like, if I could work with him as a social media marketer myself, like that could open up many, many doors. I was right, working with him was like an amazing thing on my resume. And the way I actually got in contact with all of these people was actually through Instagram DMs. There's like this strategy that actually Garyvee has. It's called How to Network on Instagram via DMs. If you like YouTube it, you'll see a video by him. But essentially, like the way it works is you DM someone on Instagram, you offer something of value, typically for free, and there's a chance they see it, right? So you don't want to have like a private profile. You want to have like a public profile. Otherwise, no one's going to respond to like a blank profile picture, like, Instagram account. And you don't DM Lonzo Ball directly. You DM someone who like works with Lonzo Ball. So if you do like some digging, you could find the people that are connected. So like with Garyvee specifically, I DM'd his co-owner of Empathy Wines, that wine that I'm holding right there. I was managing the social media for that wine brand for Gary. And I DM'd the co-founder of that company, and I knew I did some research, right? He was really into basketball, and I also was into basketball, and I DM'd him pretty much saying like, hey, like we just did this campaign with the Utah Jazz, like if you need any help, like, let me know. And he responded, right? He responded to my DM, and he was like, give me a call, sent me his phone number. I was in class at CBU, stepped out, and I was like, hey, like, what's up? And he was just like, hey, I love what you're doing in social media. When can you fly to New York and help us with our social media? And so I flew to New York, like, within a week's notice, and I took all my finals online and had, like, a social media internship in New York City. So, yeah, I guess that kid who wanted to get some experience at school, it ended up working out, right? By the time I graduated, it was like my goal was accomplished. I got experience, and I worked. Like, I got a full-time job offer. And then I decided that it was actually best for me to start my own company because at that time, everyone knew me as like the social media marketing guy, and people would contact me to like, hey, can you run my Facebook? Can you run my Instagram? Can you help me with this? And so to service all the demand that I built within my network, I was like, okay, I'm going to start my own company. So Social Media Money is my company. When we first started, we were doing everything. We were doing Facebook ads, we were doing influencer marketing, organic Instagram photos, brokering brand deals with influencers, kind of everything under the sun, like whatever kind of people wanted, like we would do. And then eventually we kind of narrowed down our services to only offer TikToks. We do TikTok, we do Instagram Reels, and short form videos. So here are some of my personal favorite. Liver King doesn't shower, here's why, 14 million views. That one was a hit. MrBeast is having kids, 5.4 million views. MrBeast is worth $20 billion, whatever, 27.8 million views, right? So we have a lot of people who basically pay us to run all of their short form content marketing. So here are all of our clients and like kind of the ways we make money now. So we made a big like space in the finance niche of the creator economy. So if you've ever heard of any of these creators, go ahead and pat yourself on the back because that means you're watching content that isn't just like renegade dances on TikTok. So Graham Stephan, Noah Kagan, Think Media, Try Carrot, they're like a startup in the creator economy. The Iced Coffee Hour, Airrack, and we just closed the founder of Venmo. He like bought and sold Venmo. We just closed him, so we're running his TikTok now too. And then we have our own YouTube channel. So we just hit like 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And when you do that, you get like a play button in the mail. So a couple things is like, how can you make money in this new creator economy world, right? And also how you could get experience while in college. Because all this stuff before I started my company, like all of those people was all while I was in college. And like, there's no reason why like you need to wait to get like awesome, fun experience, right? Especially with the internet, you're like one DM away from literally whoever you want, essentially.
How much money are you going to make in this year?
From YouTube, probably 2.5, 3 million, I'm guessing, across all the channels.
And then like 4
Probably
to 5
2.5.
sponsors and all that.
3 to 5, I'm guessing.
Is that the same as last year?
I'm hoping it'll be more than last year. Yeah.
So slightly more.
So that last guy, that was Graham Stephan. He's one of our clients. So essentially, he's a YouTuber that created his entire business off of making long-form YouTube videos, just regular YouTube videos. And then when short-form content came out, like he built his entire business off of long-form videos. And then all of a sudden, boom, you need to be on TikTok or else you're irrelevant. So that's where we came in. And so he makes $5 million a year, right, from YouTube. And so one of the ways that you can make money and get experience now is actually becoming a creator yourself. And so here's another example. Here's Noah Kagan, another one of our clients. So Noah Kagan posted a video called Asking 80-Year-Old Millionaires If It Was Worth It. This video has 3.7 million views. Would anyone like to guess how much money he made from one single video, this one video? Any guesses? How much? 40,000? Any other guesses? 400,000? Okay. Okay. So he actually made $20,000 from this one single video. He went to all the old people he knows and he asked them if it was worth it, right? And granted, he interviewed like some really cool people, like the founder of like Ethernet, like those like cords. And yeah, he made $20,000 from this one single video. And I show you this to kind of hopefully like making videos is actually a very lucrative way of making money, especially like if you're a marketing major. You can make these videos for yourself or for whatever you want really, and not only can it like yield money for yourself, but it can also like help with your resume. Like if you go to a job and you show them a 3.8 million viewed video that you made, that is like experience, and that's like valuable for companies that probably don't know how to make YouTube videos like this, and you could come in and like show them, right? So yeah, one way of making money in this world is creating content yourself, whether that's YouTube, TikTok. And then another way is offering a service to people in this creator economy. So I'm going to break down how we edit our videos, so you could kind of see like why people pay us, I guess, to make TikToks for them. So this video is called How Michael Reeves Learned to Code. It has 27 million views. Ready?
Did you teach yourself to code?
Harvard puts their computer science courses online. You don't need to go to Harvard. You can just like look at the Harvard class online. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I go to colleges and I break into their comp sci classes, just pretend to be a student, bring a backpack, just sit down and they just talk. They don't take
Have you
homework.
actually done that?
Yeah, it's bad.
What?
Yeah. You just get to watch a college class without paying tuition. It's awesome.
Pretty simple, right? 27 million views. So now I'm going to explain the long form version of that. And so my client, right, they filmed the regular YouTube video. We went in there and turned it into a viral short form video, right? So here's the long form. Remember the hook, which was, did you teach yourself to code?
So did you teach yourself to code?
Yeah, just internet's like a great place. You just kind of, I assume it's kind of the similar way you do like real estate, or?
Some of it was learned on the field. Real estate's one of those things where you almost apprentice somebody else and you see how they do it and then you absorb it. But I'm a firm believer you could learn almost anything you need to know on the internet.
Big true, yeah. That's a massive interest. Especially comp sci. It's just like Harvard puts their computer science courses online. You don't need to go to Harvard.
Okay, so as you can see, basically the long form version of it was like super long, and like the reason why TikTok is kind of a thing is because everyone's attention span is like getting shorter and shorter. So we cut out like all of this like 2-minute rant about learning stuff online to like how did you code? Harvard puts their computer courses online, whatever. Basically, like there's like all these people making all these long videos currently, and they don't know how to make the retention like super short for TikTok, and that's what we do. So here's another one of my favorite edits. This is 5 million views. It's called Mattress Mac. It tells the story of Yvonne Strait. Yvonne Strait is a woman who dedicated her entire life to helping those with mental disabilities.
Another friend of mine named Yvonne Strait, she is 95 years old. 60 years ago, she had a daughter with Down syndrome. And back then, the age expectancy of somebody with Down syndrome was 4 or 5 years old. So I told Yvonne basically to put her child in an institution and let her child die. Well, Yvonne wasn't going for that. So she searched all over the country until she found somebody who finally got her child to make a noise, because her child before that didn't even cry or anything. Yvonne started the Briarwood School, which is a school for children with severe learning disabilities, and then after they aged out, she founded Brookwood, which is a place in west of Houston where 99 full-time citizens there, all with severe disabilities, live there, and they all have full-time jobs. Some of them might have Down syndrome, mental illness, whatever, and a lot of them were really competent men and women who got in a car or a motorcycle accident and got brain impaired. So Yvonne gets all of them to have a job because she's found out over the years, anecdotally, that when people have a job, their self-esteem goes through the roof. So this guy was a big-time executive. He got in a motorcycle accident, brain impaired, and he came to Brookwood. One Friday afternoon, Yvonne was sitting in her office, and this guy's a grown man. He comes running down the hallway full speed with a piece of paper in his hand. You know, he's brain impaired. And he busts in the room where Yvonne was, and he's shaking this piece of paper, and she says, "John, what's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem?" He says, "Mistraight, mistraight, mistraight. Look what I got, look what I got, look what I got." She said, "John, what'd you get, what'd you get, what'd you get?" He said, "I got a paycheck, I got a paycheck. I'm a real person now. What's it worth?"
Yeah. That guy, Noah Kagan, our client, he interviewed this guy, Mattress Mac, right? And this specific part of the video didn't even get like featured in the long form YouTube video because his niche is really like finance related. So like another thing, like these YouTube videos, like a 10-minute video for like a well-known creator probably has like an hour's worth of footage. And so like another reason why people like to work with us is because they have a 10-minute video with an hour-long footage. Not all of it is public, and they come to us and say, "Hey, find like the short form parts that like can make, you know, good videos." So, you know, this video got like 5 million views on YouTube and then like another 5 on TikTok. So, yeah. So how do you make money, right? One, you become a creator yourself, and the services aspect, right? So short form editing is one way of a service that you can make money. You know, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Reels, but then also long form edits. So you could be an editor for the long form videos, right? Because the long form actually makes way more money than the short form. I think like on 5 million views on like a TikTok, you maybe make like $100. And then 5 million views on a YouTube video, you know, you can make thousands, like tens of thousands. So podcasts are one way as well. With all the people starting podcasts nowadays, like someone could be out there to like service them. As a matter of fact, like my roommate like runs Logan Paul's podcast, and he makes good money, you know? And then also a thumbnail designer. So with the YouTube videos, every video has a thumbnail that is like almost as important as a video, if not more important. You guys know who that is? Okay, cool. MrBeast spends $10,000 per thumbnail, per video, because it's that important. Like it's essentially like, if the thumbnail is like whack, like you're not gonna click on the video. So that is my Instagram, and I bring that up because when I was in CBU, the main thing that CBU kind of gave me was like focus on marketing, but like the degree itself, like none of my clients have ever asked if I'm like a college graduate. None of them have asked if I have a degree. As a matter of fact, even like Garyvee, like none of those guys, Lonzo, none of them even cared that I was in college. So while you're here, I would highly recommend to meet everyone in this class, meet everyone outside of this class, say hi to everybody, because even like, at least with me, the degree itself had almost no value, but like all the people that I met and the relationships built from CBU was like, you know, awesome. So I just highly recommend to meet everyone, say hi to everyone. And yeah, any questions?
Yo, so there's actually an hour-long Q&A that happens after this speech at UC Riverside. So if you want to hear that, feel free to comment down below and let me know, because I'll post it if you guys want to see it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this speech, and until next time.